Mecca like a high, make a hiney ho. I don't know why P.B. Herman's Playhouse came into my head today, but it did. So that's what that was. Just in case anyone doesn't know what the heck I just said. Granted, it's not supposed to make sense anyway. So we're good there. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. It's Sunday. It's Sample Sunday, and there's going to be music momentarily. I didn't forget. It's all prepped and ready to go. Can I hear it? It's the real question. Kathy Huey, welcome. Are you settled? Are you in the beautiful place now where you spend the rest of your life? I don't know if you're going to spend the rest of your life. I'm just, oof, that's loud for me. But that's also my speaker, so there we go. I see people in chat. Please let me know about the music. Too loud, too soft, too annoying, too bad. What, So I know what's up on your end. I can only tell so much on my end. Mr. Mom, hello. Oklahoma. Sorry, everyone does that. I apologize. If I even see the word, I don't even know all the words. Other than let's get that out of there. Andrew Butler, hello. Schwelcome. I'm Kathy Huey. Been a busy couple weeks. Glad I can make it live tonight. Thank you for being here. I hope you're all settled. I hope your whiskey's safe. It's usually the good one. Well, yes, I hope you two got connected, got in touch for reasons that we can't discuss here because I'm being recorded, basically. This is on the internet. I am not involved. So, tonight, Sample Sunday, blind sample. I'm almost feeling like I'm getting through these. It's kind of nice. I'm not, but I feel like I'm progressing. A little. We're on day 9, and it is June. This is from December. All of these are from December. I've done 9 of them, and there are 25 total. So we're almost halfway there. We're getting close to 10. That's something. To clarify, this is for myself, really. I tend to forget which sample I did last because I have to find the next one, and there's a bunch, so I forget. So there you go, 9-inch. And advent calendar that I received last December. Didn't do it because I already had an advent calendar planned. Doing these when I can. Have no idea what it is. That's the brief version. So whatever this whiskey is, we're going to find out together soon. There's so little. These things are very misleading. Oh, I'm also fighting another smell. There is someone who cooked or is cooking some kind of, it feels like a crock pot chicken ramen mixed thing. It's really weird, but it's drifting through the air in my apartment, and I'm trying to ignore it as best I can, but for the record, there's a weird chicken ramen smell going through my apartment at the moment. I think it's fizzled out a little bit, but it's still there. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Please let me know what you're drinking tonight, whatever it is. I don't like to drink alone when I'm live. I often drink alone, but while I'm doing a stream, I like to think everyone's drinking something along with me. It doesn't have to be whiskey. Whiskey, water, smoothies, kombucha, whatever. Just so I know. We have the standard, this is probably a bourbon feeling at first glance. I don't know about the smell or anything. I'm just looking at the color. You know how it is. I'm using that Flaviar Advent Calendar thing. That's appropriate. Didn't really think about that. Flaviar is the Advent Calendar I did December of last year. This December? I have no idea. I have to get much closer to December to even consider those thoughts. But here we are. Looks lovely. It's got that sunset vibe to it. Mostly AFK, but cheers. Thank you, Chambers, for being here. Appreciate it. That's all we want you to be here as best you can, but I never want anyone to be forced to be here. You got to be here because you want to be here. That's it. If you're doing other stuff, cool. I cannot control the world. Zenbu from Dartmouth campus. Dartmouth campus? Like the school? Or just Dartmouth? North Dartmouth? South Dartmouth? Yeah, Kathy Huey's been moving and grooving and family things. I don't know what family things are, don't you say? Rob Smith, hello! You're welcome. For those who are observant, and I'm sure all of you are, there may or may not be new emotes for members. May or may not. I hope they're self-explanatory, but if not, do tell. And if you have any emote ideas for members, like even if you're not a member, if you have an idea for this channel as an emote, which is a little tiny thing that you can see. Can I do one? I did it earlier. Like this is the one that I spent far too much time on. But those are emotes. You know what I mean? For members. So I made a couple more of those. They're pretty self-explanatory, but I don't know why that was on my to-do list today. I didn't plan that. It was just, I'm going to do this now. That's how it always is. Write some tasting notes in the Royal MacGregor. I got unexpected citrus. I realized that I had put a plate with a slice of lemon on it next to me. That'll do it. Yeah, I'm plenty perturbed by that chicken crock pot thing that's happening right now. I assume it's that way. But it could go down the whole hallway. I don't know. It shouldn't have got bounced. You might just have the wrong one. It's the KillCo Whiskey Musings, all one word, @Gmail. And there is another one. But that I don't know. I'm not really using the other one, the older one. I don't know what I'm going to use that for, honestly. But I switched everything to Gmail. So that's it. Just KillCo Whiskey Musings. And then @Gmail. Try that. Should work. It's still a new address. So it might be finicky. I don't know. If it doesn't work, yeah, you're on Patreon, right? You can always contact me there. I think you're still on Patreon. Oh, God. I have not kept track of anything. I know when people leave, and that hasn't happened recently. There we go. Lovely color. Immediate thought is bourbon. Let's get onto the nose. Hopefully I can clear the air of this chicken smell. Nope. That is not what I would consider a bourbon to smell like. What are you? Now the question is, what the heck is this? The next thought is rye, but also... Huh? I'm a little scared of this now. It's a very strong sour apple, of all things. And it feels like a malt. It feels like a... I want to say a brown malt, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe toasted? That could be a thing. If you hear any weird noises, my neighbors are being... whatever they are. So apologies if you do. Because I have to hear it and I hate it, so I don't want you guys to hear it. Which just means I need to talk more. That's it. Wow, there we go. Yeah, it's an odd appley, malty thing. Wet coffee grounds are in there too. There's something weirdly familiar about this. I swear if this is something I've had before, I'm gonna be really annoyed. It's happened. It's somehow malty and fruity at the same time. But it's a very... not sharp. Jabby. Some burnt leaves. It's thrown into autumn vibes now. It feels like an American malt the more I smell it, but it could be some kind of odd Scotch. Because I can see a Scotch deciding, this is what we're going to color this to be. Very easily. Oop. My brain just did a jump to, I don't know why, I just glanced that way. Suddenly I was thinking either Macallan or freaking Dalmore? Apparently I forget the ones I don't like, but Macallan and Dalmore are two scotches that I don't like. They have this kind of color and it's making me think of it. Could be wrong, but that's the whole point of this. but it's giving me that weird. The nose was always like, remember how you didn't like Macallan or Dalmore? I'm like, yeah, kind of smells like this actually. It's not terrible. Like my initial experience with Dalmore and Macallan were not great, but it suddenly seemed very familiar. As soon as I thought that, I went, wait a minute. So now we're thinking it's a malt. We're thinking it's a Scotch that's been colored. And it could be, I'm leaning into the idea of it being Dalmore and Macallan. That's where I'm at now. I really hope it's American malt instead of those. I was just a very similar smell, but I know we had an American malt last time. So would they do that or wouldn't they do that is the question right now. But as soon as I started thinking about Macallan and Dalmore, I'm just like stuck on that thought. Ugh. All right. Let's get onto the palate here. Emails are the worst, man. I don't even have a lot of emails from people like this, like people contacting me here. But I really need to work on getting like rid of the stuff I don't look at, because it seems like I'm bombarded every day by emails that I just go, I don't care. Starbucks especially, they like to send me emails. And part of me is like, why do I even, extra stars. For a place I absolutely don't want to spend money right now, since I have my own coffee that I can just make here. But I get screwed over by the mornings. If I have to get up and go somewhere very early in the morning, I'm not going to be functional to make enough coffee for myself. It's a pour over, it takes time. And when I get up in the morning, early, like 7 a.m., I'm just trying to keep this thing moving forward and out the door. And hopefully drive to where I need to be, so I have to get Starbucks, because you don't want to be around me when I've had very minimal food and no caffeine in the morning. I am thinking about it is not healthy for me. Okay, onto the palate. Sorry, I got distracted by coffee thoughts. And if you're wondering, I get the cheapest thing I can get at Starbucks, which is something they call an iced espresso. What is it? Iced espresso, chilled iced espresso, something like that. It was just 3 shots of espresso on ice with a little milk and some kind of sweetener. The cheapest thing I could find with the most amount of caffeine. That's all it is. All right, now onto the palate. Thinking about coffee now. Oof. Ooh, hi. That's up there. That's at least 50% or more. Feels like more. That's also the first whiskey I've sipped today. And yes, it's a higher proof. Still leaning into some kind of mainstream Scotch, but I don't think of anything like that. It's so god-awful familiar, but why? Oh, that was exciting. I will tell you a couple things while I'm thinking about it and letting myself recover. One is that Irene Tan did do a tasting in Texas past weekend. 4 shots of rice if I go to. Yeah. I just need the caffeine, man. I used to go for I still like it, but the caramel macchiato thing. A lot of sugar. Of course I like it. But then I realized at some point, I just need the caffeine. So what I actually did is I went through their menu. I put all of these drinks I would get into my cart, and then I would click on each one and I would look at the nutrition value and how much has the most caffeine. And what do you know? 3 shots of espresso did it. I used to think it was cold brew. It isn't. It's not cold brew. 3 shots of espresso on ice, and it costs the least amount of money. The more you know. If you ever need a caffeine boost and you can take 3 shots of espresso, there you go. I didn't say anything about the taste because I got stabbed in my chest. But it's not bad. It was prickly, peppery, we might say. For those of you who are members right now. It has a very strange sour apple thing. Sour green apple.
Texture's really nice.
Oh yeah, prickly, peppery, a little sweet. I just thought of acorn, slight vanilla. It's a slow fade. It's a slow burn. Don't want these. Sorry, you can probably hear that. Oops. Clink, clink. Ooh. It's not complicated, whatever it is. I'm wondering if it could use some water, because the proof is kind of just there. It's the first thing I experience is, this is proofed up. I'm like, yeah, it is. It always takes a minute or two to get used to drinking any kind of whiskey for me, except Redbreast 12. That's 40%. It's beautiful. I love it. I had some of that last night. It was very pleasant. I'll do it again tonight if I want. One of the few bottles that rotates through my collection quite a bit. I bought at least 6 bottles of Redbreast 12 in my time. Maybe more. I'm trying to think if I bought any for gifts. Or have them donated. The one I have now is donated by my dad. Speaking of, since next week is Father's Day, next Sunday, there may be an appearance by Papa KillCo on the stream. It's never happened before. Papa KillCo's been in chat numerous times, but he's never actually guested on the channel. Only a little while. He doesn't like being the center of attention, much like I don't, usually. Except for this, because it's my channel. I get to do what I want. But he's more of a stage performer, and not so much a internet digital one. So hopefully that'll happen. We'll see. No guarantees, and he will be on for only a little bit. Oh, Tom, just don't tell me, don't. I know. You want to see something sad? I know you do. Right here. I don't know if it shows up very well, but look at it. Hold on. Get the right angle. There we go. It's about halfway. It's a little, it's getting there. That's the wrong one. Hold on. I take it back. I was like, God, it seems like a lot more than I remember. That is the cast strength. There we go. Here's the one that makes me sad. That's why I hit it a little further back. Look at that. Okay, so it was working. See that? If you can see me through it, there's a problem. It looks like rain, everyone. This is a sad looks like rain because I don't know when I'll get another. However, I got another. This is the second one of these I've gotten. I only expected it to be once. I'm going to put you right there for later. It's at the looks like rain category. If you don't know what that means, it means it's low. And when you bottle down, you flip it over when it's empty. And then you sing It's Raining Men, or hum It's Raining Men. You don't sing it. That's why that looks like rain. Got it? Good. Does it make sense? I'm confused now. I'm very confused. Hold on. There's that. There's that. Oh, is it the other one? I think it is. What? I'm losing my mind. Oh, I am losing my mind. You know what? Okay. Okay. So I forgot how many Redbreasts I have. Because this is Redbreast 12. And this is also Redbreast 12. They both have plenty of whiskey in them. So I'm betting, I thought this one was empty. And Papa KillCo donated 1 bottle to the channel. And since he did, I opened it immediately. So I have an abundance of Redbreast 12 right now. I like that. And there's another cast strength. So I have 2 cast strengths. One of them is not great. It's one I want to use for cocktails, basically. And it's not this one. This is the one that's fine. It's the other one. PX, you're going to stay there. I should probably move the other one forward, because this one has more. That means this one been open longer. What a weird thing to find out on stream. At some point, you accidentally opened 2 Redbreast 12s, Brian. I did? Yes, you did. That's great, because now I can pour Redbreast Now I can pour a red rose 12 a little heavier, a little bit with 2 to 3 4 ounces, 2 to 3 ounces, if I wanted to. Oh, hang on, there we go. Anybody who says it's like, what'd you do? I don't know, what'd you do? I lost track of what's going on. Oof. Oh, the texture of this is really nice. If I didn't say that out loud, I thought it. Very spicy. Slightly malty, a little malt sweetness. But very simple, oddly enough. Except for the proof. God. Oh, but Tom, you said PX is great, and I said yes, it is. So it's fantastic, and I said absolutely it is. I think that's what happened there. Whoa. Firm neophyte, hello. Welcome. Oh my gosh. KillCo Madeira cask. Rob Smith, you can do a thing. You can do a thing. Since you're a member, you have the emote icon specifically for this occasion, and it is the bottle down. There we go. Bottle down. The bottle is upside down, if you can't tell. It was hard to do. It was hard to make a bottle like that. But there you go. Bottle down ceremony. Make sure you turn it upside down and hum It's Raining Men. There's also the umbrella. Andrew Butler, you're using that. That one works just as well. But I made an emote of an upside down bottle. Ah! Alright. So, what do we got? We got me thinking this is some kind of Scotch. Reminds me of Macallan and reminds me of Dalmore. Has a sour apple sweetness, a little vanilla, peppery on the tongue. Not complicated. What else did I say? We had acorn in there for some reason. It doesn't really mean it tastes like. Just that's what happened to my brain, so I said it out loud. Really nice texture. I wish I liked it more. I don't dislike it, but it's obviously not my kind of, I want to say whiskey, but whatever it is, not my favorite. And it looked like, at a glance, a lot of people had done reviews of it. Bottle down does come here, that's right. I have another one that does that. I might replace it. But for members, you have the abbreviated version with the raindrops in the background. You can't tell, it's too small to tell anything, but it says LLR, has raindrops behind it, looks like rain. But as I said, I need more ideas. So if you have an idea, like something about this channel, something I've said, a specific moment in a stream or a video that you liked, give me an idea. I've been brainstorming and I've gotten to about however many emotes there are right now. That's the ones I've done. All like racking my brain. Or just doing one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 emotes right now for members. And I believe there can be at least one more. But I don't know what to do. So, if you have any ideas, again, do tell. Alright. I'm going to find out what this whiskey is now. We're going to talk about it a little bit. There were, what I said was there are a lot of YouTube reviews of this. Whatever this is. You're about to find out. Many pictures. Number 9. Here we go. That's hard to believe. Sorry. It's like, what? I don't believe it. I would think maybe that's why it seemed familiar. Alright. You don't know. I know. Hold on. I gotta download these pictures now so you can see them. I don't put them in front of me so I can at least look at you a little bit. I download too much crap. Download folder, it's just full of junk. I have to save all of these images because they all have information on them. Bah. And then I will tell you about the reviews that other people did. I'm kind of surprised I don't like this. I'm gonna find out why, I hope. But when I found out what it was, I went, well, that's a shame. But I don't know what this is. I know what this is, I just don't know what specifics. So, we'll start with the front of the bottle here. Or the front of the container, actually. Ah, maybe that's it. So this is a Bunnahabhain. Aha, a Scotch. What a surprise. Fis-ile? F-E with a thing over it. I-S space I with a thing over it. I-L-E. 2023. So last year. Oh, it's 51%. It certainly feels higher than that, but also having 50% whiskey at the start without knowing what it was painful. I feel like this is the wrong thing. Like I spoiled it for me by accident. But I'm gonna have to go with it. Because it says, the part that surprises me, no added color, non-chill filter. Maybe that's why it seems so familiar, because it was Bunnahabhain. Unpeated. Ah, that would cause some confusion. I'm like, why don't I like this? It's like, it's an unpeated version. Oh, an Islay single malt that's not peated. That is kind of weird. So, Canasta, C-A-N-A-S-T-A, cask matured. I don't know what that is. So if anyone knows what that is, help. Oh, it's sherry. Wow. No wonder. So for some reason, and this is going way back, actually, with some sherried scotches, it just gets a weird, like that to me. Whatever I just said earlier, like a weird fruit, kind of sour thing. And I don't particularly like it. Doesn't happen with all of them, because I know there's plenty of sherry stuff out there I do like. Weird. Gonna have a nice. Really? I forget which one I have. Do I have one? I can't keep track of everything. I think I have a Bunnahabhain, but I feel like it's peated. Hold, please. I'm not going that far. Don't go anywhere. What? Where are you? Poor Charlotte. I don't have Bunnahabhain. Ow. Nope, nope. What are you? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. You know what? I don't have one. I think I don't have one. If I've done a video about one, tell me. Because I don't know. Ah. Okay. I think is that the one that has the weird neon? Not neon. What's that weird color? It's blue, but not. It's very light blue, and there's a word for it. Is it turquoise? Am I thinking about the right thing? It's also very warm in my apartment. I don't know what's going on. It shouldn't be. Okay, there we go. More about this bottle on the front. Oh, never mind. It says the exact same thing. So it's 51.2%. I don't know what fis-ile means. Is that one of their big events? And I still don't know what the heck that is. It's the Islay Festival one. Okay, good. I don't know how to say that word. Fis-ile. Created exclusively for Islay Festival. Islay Festival. Piss off a bunch of people. Islay. This beautiful balance, Bunnahabhain, has been fully matured in rare Canastana sherry casks. Well, they can keep them. Once home to skillfully blended sherries made from Palomino and Pedro Menes grapes. I know I like Pedro Menes stuff. Canastana casks are very classic in style. Maybe I don't like that. With a balance of Oloroso sherry, imparting flavors of spice, and PX adding layers of complexity, richness, and sweetness. What? We were just talking about the PX Redbreast, which I adore. And for whatever reason, this one's making me go, ah. Fis-ile. Oh, there we go. I didn't see that. Fis-ile. Tequila. Damn it. Why did I do that to myself? That's another Pee Wee Herman reference tonight. Help me. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Oh, here we go. A little bit of a Andrew Brown distillery manager. bit of that. Oh, tasting notes at the bottom. Cool. That helps. I was looking for something. Glad of the other great unpeated Isla whiskey. Yes. Fish eel. Fish. Part of me is like... Well, back to what I was saying. Coming to I would love to go to this festival someday, man. But again, financial stuff, as you all know. Someday, again, the plan for the channel is if this ever gets to a point where I'm sustainable myself, I can look into traveling, because that's the exposure therapy for myself. I want to see other places in the world, but I'm also terrified to do it, and I don't have the money anyway. So the fun part would be bringing everyone along with me on these adventures of me going, ah! I've done it. Kentucky and Texas, whenever I go there. Going into the vault, one of my favorite streams to do. Oh, yes. Yeah. Ooh, anyhow. Soon. October. Maybe. Well, definitely, but maybe. As the most northern distillery on Isla, we're renowned for our unpeated, classically sherry and single malts. Why do I think peated then? They say Isla. That's all it takes. And this limited release is quintessentially Bunnahabhain in style. Fully matured in rare canister casks, resting place. Once home to skillfully blind, just said all this, da-da-da-da-da-da. Richness and sweetness. The result is a distinctive special dram fitting for the best of celebration. So let's raise a glass to friends near and far, sláinte. It still reminds me of Dalmore and Macallan. Although I haven't had Bunnahabhain in a while. And I seem to remember liking it. I'm still thinking, is it the turquoise bottle or not? Am I thinking of something else? Because I thought I tried this, but it was something else over there. It's, I think it's Brooklotic. Is that what I'm thinking of? Those are very similar words. Okay, tasting notes. Color, polished mahogany. Agreed. Nose, classic sherry nose. If that's what it is, I don't particularly like it. Sweet and caramelized fruits. Hey, honey roasted nuts. I said, what did I say? Acorn. Waves of cinnamon and clove with a hint of red Rancino? R-A-N-C-I-A-O? What's that? Help. Palate. Maple syrup leads with creamy vanilla, dried figs, poached pears, and a sprinkle of cocoa. Gentle twist of orange appears in the background. Like magic. Hold on. I will admit that maple syrup as the palate, as the texture. Oh yeah. See the dried figs. I did say vanilla, but that's an easy one for any whiskey. I like the idea of poached pears. I'm not getting it. So cocoa, no real orange. It's mostly just the pepperiness. What would it say for spices there? Ugh. I said dried figs. That's not one of my favorite flavors. I'm going to say that right now. I don't hate it, but it's just like, nah. Finish. Long and sweet with notes of brown sugar and apples. Hey! Apples, yes. And vanilla custard. You're pushing me for the vanilla, my guys. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, that was exciting. I don't remember the last time I had a Bunnahabhain anything. Oh, worried, so on. Tukarish is Brooklotic and the other side of Isla. See? Why do they have to all sound the same? There's Brooklotic and there's Bunnahabhain. So I don't know if I've had... what have I had now? Bunnahabhain? I just said it and I already forgot. See, this doesn't work for my brain. Bunnahabhain and Brooklotic, they're both like clashing in my head right now. I know I've had one and I haven't had the other. Or if I had had the other, have had the other. Not often, if ever. Figile. I still don't know what that is. Stoicia. Figile. I keep thinking tequila, I'm sorry. Other great unpeated Isla whiskey. Okay, well, at least I got that. At least they did that for me. Like, Brooklotic and Bunnahabhain, they're kind of the same, but different sides of the place. Ugh. It's very, very crowded. That's what I mean. I'd like to go, but I would have to find the safest spot possible as far away from everyone as I could. Ah. First ever Irish Whiskey Caribbean cruise, November 2025. I don't want to do a cruise yet. And if I did, it would go to Antarctica, maybe? That scares me, though, because Titanic. That's all I think of when I think of that. But I'd love to see the Northern Lights where they're supposed to be, and not how when they creep down to here during a solar storm. I still didn't see them anyway. It was nothing. I looked out. What's happening? Rancio? Related to or constituting a nutty flavor peculiar to some fortified wine. Sherry, okay. Blah. Blah, blah. Well, apparently I don't love that happening in some scotches, because that is absolutely reminding me of Macallan. And I know Macallan 12, at least, is very sherry weirdness like this one. I don't dislike this one. I'm very happy it's 51%. I love that it came from the big event. So there's that. And now, to do a favor to all of you, sort of. Not a favor to myself, because I'm just going to be like, go look at these. Let's see if there's anyone I know here. Oh, doesn't tell me anything. Hold on. Do 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 do. Who is this? I need to get this out of my head. Alright. I recognize that guy. Whiskey Jason apparently did one of these. I don't know that guy. So I have a bunch of channels that did it, but I don't know who they are. It's okay. I don't know most other channels. Click on this. Ah, bugger. Don't do anything. There we go. 360 tasting video. What? What? Unbelievable. Can't tell who this is. What this is. Also, there's Betty, Whiskey Wednesday, Whiskey Jason, and Malt Activist. I'm trying to think of what a malt activist would do. I'm thinking of like protesting as like more malt, more. Give me whiskey. Give. Is this first one what I think it is? It's weird. It looks like this first one is at the distillery. Oh, that's weird. Whoa. Oh, that's creepy as hell. All right, I'm going to share this one because it's a wild concept that I've never really seen this on YouTube. It took a minute. What? So here you go. Where can I put this where it'll actually work? So that's like a 360-degree view video, and I thought that's pretty wild. I don't know whose channel it is or anything because I can't tell. It might be the distillery channel for all I know, but it was wild. I was clicking on it and turning. Oh, we're in the future. It's VR. Whoa. I can smell the whiskey. Mr. Great Shot, where have you been? Hi. Welcome. We have found out we have a very odd whiskey here. A sherried Bunnahabhain from Fashila. The Fashila Festival in Islay, Scotland. You'd love it there. It's really crowded, I'm told. I don't want to go there. I do want to go there, but I also yeah. I can't say I don't like it. It's just, yeah. It's a very, I'm not interested, really, whiskey. And it's only because of this weird sherry thing again. I still haven't quite figured out what that is about. How some sherry stuff does it and how some doesn't. But it does it on this one. Whatever the sherry did to this made me go, oh, disc golf baskets to install around my house. Disc golf basket. I don't know what you're talking about. Install? Are you setting up something like Home Improvement? Not Home Improvement. Home Alone style? Like some shoot golf balls that people who come in, you don't want them there? That's my thought. Well, either way, this is a pleasant one. I don't think I have really disliked any of these so far. Maybe one, other than this one. It's not. I don't know how to explain it. I don't hate it. Like, I'm not going, ugh, I can't drink this. I'm going, well, I know this isn't my favorite. It's not one I would get. Like, if someone gave this to me, I'd be like, this is interesting. Kind of. Frisbee golf. You trying to get the frisbee into something? Is it you're saying you throw a frisbee and it gets in a hole. So it's like frisbee and basketball. Or golf. Is it a very tiny frisbee? Visited Isla in September of 1997. I was 17 years old. Blah. Just after the midges stopped biting people and just before the torrential rain started. Nice and quiet. That sounds like a good time. September? Try to keep September in my mind there. Try to remember the kind of December when life was slow and oh so mellow. Sorry, you said September. That's really all it takes. From Fantastics. El Gallo. Yeah. It's that weird figgy dense thing. I want to figure that one out someday. You know what? Thought moment. You know, hold on. This is important. Sorry, putting the glass down on something hard. It makes a horrible noise. But what I want to do, while I'm thinking about it, don't let me forget, is I have a vault list, a vault research list, and it's got a whole bunch of whiskeys that they should have in the vault, maybe. There's a Talisker 43-year-old in there, maybe? I'm not sure where, but I will find it if I can. Along with all these other ones. I have a bunch that I was curious about the bottle. I put it in here. Oh God, there's a lot. There's quite a bit that haven't been checked off yet. Good grief. Did I have the Jameson Gold Reserve? I feel like I did. Anyway. I'm putting a note to myself here. To do a flight. Scotch flight of sherried ones, sherried malts. Is this a single malt? I just went to look for the bottle. Good God, that's how many times I've had to do this. I don't have the bottle, by the way. It's not mine. Just that moment of picking it up and wanting to look at it. I'm going to assume this is a single malt. Could be a mistake. Damn it, Brian. What are you doing? Let's see here. Show me something. Isla single malt Scotch whiskey. Okay. Limited release. Scotch flight, single malt. I almost forgot. I was holding this in my hand. Thankfully. Scotch flight, single malt, sherry finished. So I can try to figure out what's going on with my palate. Specifically with scotches and sherries. It's really frustrating because that absolutely brought me back to my early experiences with Dalmore and Macallan, which I don't like, straight out. I've tried to go back to them. I still have the bottles that I initially bought. I may start just making like flights and giving those away to people I know, or raffling them off. Again, my idea, once I found out I didn't like them, the idea was wanting to share them with other people. One, because I don't like them. They're not to my tastes. Nice way to say it. They're not to my taste. And other people would want, other people have heard about that thing, right? Dalmore, Macallan, ooh, big expensive Scotch bottles. That just happened to use coloring. And I want to get the samples out to people who are curious so they can find out without having to buy a whole bottle. Because I bought a whole bottle. Twice. Macallan 12 and Dalmore 12. They're still on my shelf. In the bottom shelf. But I don't know what else to do with them other than that. Like, dump them? No. They were expensive. What's funny is they would be more expensive now than when I first got them. How terrifying is that? Blah. All right, well, that was interesting. Certainly not something I expected to try. And next time, well, not next week, but soon, Mr. Great Shot, I said earlier in the stream, we may have, since next Sunday is Father's Day, we may have Pop KillCo visiting the channel briefly. He is not one to like being on the internet much. But you get to see him and ask him questions for a little bit. You're curious about it. You're more than a little curious at this point, sir. I believe I sent you these samples of Dalmore and Macallan, and you're like, whoa. And possibly a peated one, too. I don't remember. I know I helped in some way to send you down the Scotch path, and you have never returned ever since. You're doomed. You're doomed to expensive bottles of Scotch now. Yeah, still, blah. I want to go into this and be like, yeah, but it's like, blah. Just like when I first did it. I went, what? Immediately recoiled. Peat is good for you. In small doses. What I really do like about it is the texture. Really nice. Alright, what I'm going to do is destroy the texture now. Where is it? There we go. I'm going to add 2 drops of water to this. I've got about ½ an ounce left. This might make it worse. I kind of hope it doesn't. 1, 2. This is tap water. At some point I'm going to get distilled water. But not today. It's a weird thing to think I need to get, distilled water. The thought process was I can make that at home, but also I would probably burn myself somehow trying to do it. I know how to do it. I just scald myself by accident. The same way you could make seawater drinkable. It's a pain, but it's doable. Ah! There we go. Sent the Scotch sample to one of the Bourbon channels. I have to release them soon. Which one? I'm happy to send samples to other channels, but no one talks to me anymore. Kidding. Shit, I can hear the birds outside. It almost makes me want to go outside, but today was a wet, mostly wet day, and then it just got sunny recently, a few hours ago. It's almost 8 o'clock and almost sunset. Are you guys ready for the summer solstice? It's coming up fast. And while you think that's the height of summer, as the summer finally begins, no. What we're dealing with right now is the summerishness. Because as soon as the summer solstice comes around, it starts getting darker earlier and earlier and earlier. Until winter shows up. Well, until autumn, and then winter. But that's the downward slope. The Bourbon pour. Nice. Ah. Yeah. 2 drops of water were kind of nice. For whatever reason, it just took it down slightly and shaved off that punchy feeling I was getting at the start. I've also been drinking for a while. Indiana, oh my gosh. Yeah, plenty of NGP is what you're saying. That was lovely. Yeah, not to my tastes. Not terrible, but it's weird. Again, I'm so irritated by the whole sherry malt thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know when I will figure it out. But maybe with some help, Daniel will point me in the right direction. I'll probably ask him. I'll just point out the specifics that I have in mind for scotches that are sherry finished that are just weird to me. And I can't quite figure out why I dislike them or why I don't prefer them. Plenty of other scotches out there, plenty of more Irish whiskey like this. We were just talking about it, Redbreast PX. I'm talking about how much I like it. And it says Sherry Hogshead. Pedro Menez. And yet, this other type of sherry and the PX, and I believe is what it said, is something I don't really like. Check the back. Rare Canastana sherry casks. I don't know what Canastana is. Resting place was once the home to skillfully blended sherries made from Palomino and Pedro Menes grapes. Canastana casks are very classic in style, with balance of Oloroso sherry, imparting flavors of spice. PX, adding layers of complexity, richness, and sweetness. Oloroso. Canastana casks. How big are those? That's my thought process, because this one says hogshead. I know those aren't large. Those are smaller. So it would probably impart something a little faster if they used it. Fino, Amontillado, Palo Cortado, Oloroso, and PX. Those are on my list. Like Amontillado, because I really like Edgar Allan Poe stuff, because of course I do. Oloroso, just because I can say Oloroso. And PX, Pedro Menes. I also like saying that. But I don't know if... I've heard of Fino. For some reason, I don't like the word. Don't try to make sense of it. And Palo Cortado. I don't know if I've heard of that, but I like saying it. Palo Cortado. It bounces. They raised the price on the Red Rose PX here to $144. What the fuck? It's my new way of saying that word. Instead of saying the actual word, it's the fuck. So I'm not saying the word, I'm saying something like it. Hogshead is larger. I thought it was smaller. What's smaller? Puncheon or a butt? Which one's the small one? Like the one you can carry. Or is it this big? I don't know how big it is. I'm not a Cooper. Leave me alone. But I thought Hogshead was smaller. But I must be thinking of the other one, which is... Hogshead does sound bigger, like size. I think I was literally thinking of the size of a hogshead, which wouldn't be that big. I mean, it'd be big, but it wouldn't be that big. Tom, I know. I know. That's if they have it. It kind of rotates. And I haven't gone back to a liquor store in a while because... reasons. This one's not gone yet. But I'm thinking about this. There's this one. If you guys see anything that's relatively inexpensive, like the fact that the local or nearby liquor store I go to and know some people who work there, this is $90. That's still a lot in my world, but also when I hear something like Mr. Great Shot saying it's $144 where they are, I'm more inclined to grab this for $90 whenever I see it. Even if I shouldn't. I shouldn't. And the other little niggling thing, naggling, whatever. I have an E.H. Taylor that's getting there. Starting to look like rain, and I'm going, I don't know where to get another one. There's no way for me to find any around here. Look, sort of. I haven't gone to every store, but you know, I don't want to go into a store and be like, oh, where's your allocated stuff? Where's the Blanton's? You know, fucking, where's the E.H. Taylor? Where's your Eagle Rare? Ones I like, but dumb stuff. Blood tubs, rutlets, kilderkins, and firkins. What the firkin? A firkin? That's been used in something. No, I'm thinking of flirkin. I remember what a flirkin is, I think. Maybe not. That's funny. I don't know why I thought hogshead was small. I think hogshead is in the size of a hogshead. Incorrect. Much bigger. I'm gonna look it up now. I'm curious. There's hogshead cheese. That's weird. Thank you, Internet. Oh look, AI telling me stuff. They don't care. What is a hogshead cask? A barrel made from the staves of bourbon casks with new oak ends. A butt is the standard size cask used for maturing sherry. I guess that's what they use usually, is the big ones. Wikipedia, alright. Oh yeah, those are chunky boys. Those are chunky boys. I think they got one of those at Crowded Barrel recently. And they don't have any room for it, because it's that big. That's funny. Ah! Couple drops left in there, damn it. I'll live it up. Well, there you go. We have found out that I still don't have a preference for some sherry scotches out there, although I do like the percentage on it. It was very nice. It did take the punch out, but it also messed with the palate or the texture. Damn it, I really like the texture as it was. 200 liters. 250 liters. But, sorry. You know what I've been thinking of? While I've been talking about this whiskey in particular, I've been thinking about, was it cuvee casks, which is just like a dumping thing and they can stir it. Something weird like that. It's not even a cask, it's a vat. It's a giant wooden vat. If I'm remembering correctly. And I might not be, but I do remember talking about cuvee on one of the videos I did quite a while ago. I think one of the scotches I have did that. You know what? It was probably... It might have been a Glenfiddich. It feels like it was a Glenfiddich 15 year. Maybe. You let me know. You have 4 minutes. I'm fairly certain there's a Glenfiddich 15 year cuvee thing. And if not, well, I don't know what I'm thinking about then. Was it Waterford? No, I haven't had a Waterford. Those are way outside my price range. Way outside. There are numerous Irish whiskeys I wish I could try that are just... Nope. In fact, the Gold Spot I have, I'm still surprised that happened. But there's Waterford and there's... What's the other really expensive ones? Like, I'm thinking of the blue ones. Those are Waterford. Ford, for whatever. And then there's a couple others out there. You know, scotches are not the only category there. Dave Basie, hello! Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Welcome. We're having some odd scotch tonight. Feel free to watch the replay. Should you want to find out what we did. Again, blind sample. I'm not going to tell you what it is. No spoilers. You go back about 30 minutes if you want. That's when I find out what it is. Needless to say, I was a little surprised. Just Waterford? Solera. That's what it was. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Either way, I like saying Solera and I like saying cuvee. A cuvee. I don't even know what language that is. Italian? French? Spanish? I have no idea. I do not language well. My Duolingo will tell you of that. Damn it. Yeah, don't add water to this if you have it. I mean, it's clearly a very rare bottle to get. But I messed with the texture by adding 2 drops of water. It's not as punchy now, at least. But I missed the texture. Wait. Well, tune in next time, Friday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Not that I ever know what I'm doing. And this week's video, I should probably edit some of that tonight. It's all done. I know what it is. I started editing it. Whoa. And I have to record some more videos. But I have some options right here next to me. You don't get to know what they are yet. And I'll feel better if I get them done tonight, and I want to try some of the whiskey for said video while I'm editing it. That's always a nice little to myself. Little boost, little help me get through it. But I did do a lot of editing earlier for audiobooks. Again, if you want to check out audible.com and check out Jimson Recordings and purchase all the audiobooks they've ever done, that would help my parents out a lot. Because it's my dad's voice for most of them. My dad's voice, my mom's voice, some of my voice, and some of my brother's voice for some of the stories. It's French. It sounds French. Blend of wines from different vineyards, often then turned in Champagne. Solera is Spanish and refers to the process of sherry at different ages. It's all very confusing. The world of whiskey, literally. So much to do. So little time. Like right now. There you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. I cleared the thing, and I will see you out there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.